Hey y'all, welcome to the Lighted Nock Challenge. Battle. It's a battle. It's a battle. Today, I'm going to compare 8 of the most popular brands of lighted nock on the market for you. I went out and spent the money so you don't have to. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to put up a picture of the nock. I'm going to put information next to the nock. After that will be a video of me shooting it in the daytime and in the nighttime, and I'm going to do that for all 8. Then I'm going to put up lists, first place all the way to last place, on each information category for each nock so you know how they compare. And finally, I'm going to give you my personal rankings from 8th place all the way up to 1st place on which nocks are the best and the worst. I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to tell you which ones I'm using this year. If you are so inclined to purchase some lighted nocks because of this video, I ask that you do me a favor and use an affiliate link in the description. Now, affiliate link is basically just a link that when you click it and buy through, I get a small commission. It doesn't cost you anything extra. But that little commission I put towards buying more things to do these videos on so you don't have to waste your money. Well, without wasting any more of your time, here we go. Place I put the Thunderglo by NAP. They're not necessarily a bad nock, they just weren't very bright. The battery life wasn't great. To me, that's easy to tell that they were the worst in this. At $29.99, they're more expensive than some other nocks that are definitely better, so I put them at the bottom of the list. The one nice thing is they're universal fit, so they can fit anything from 166 all the way up to standard diameter 245. In 7th place, I've got the Igniters. The Igniters battery life and brightness are actually at the bottom of the list, so you may think it's a little weird that I have them up in 7th place. But they are lighter than the Thunderglows. The battery changing is really easy. Something the Thunderglo doesn't have is battery changeability. And I used to think that the glue-in insert in the back of the arrow was a bad thing. I wasn't a fan of that, but actually it adds structural integrity to the back of your arrow, kind of like a Bulldog knock collar on a Carbon Express. So having that in the back is not necessarily a bad thing. Plus, it's not overly heavy. Actually, they tied for 2nd for the lightest. In 6th place, we have the Knockouts. So the Knockout is basically just a better version of the Thunderglo. They operate almost identical. The downside to the Knockouts is they actually don't fit anything smaller than a 204 diameter arrow. So you guys with micro diameters, sorry, this isn't the nock for you. The brightness and the battery life is mediocre, but it's still definitely better than the Thunderglo. And again, they're super easy to use. That's why they got 6th, is because I don't think they're the best, but at the same time they're better than the Igniters and Thunderglows for sure. In 5th place, we've got the Lumenok. Now this may surprise a lot of you. In brightness and battery life, the Lumenok did exceedingly well. I believe 3rd place in brightness and 1st in battery life. Also, it's a replaceable battery, which is a really big deal to me because it's nice to not have to buy whole new nocks. The problem with this is ease of use. I have to use pliers to get this thing to shut off because you have to wiggle it away from the arrow to get it to shut off, and because of that it's destroyed the nock. Just the ease of use alone, being the worst hands down in the entire category, dropped this all the way down to a 5 for me. At number 4 we have Glory Nock. This also might come as a surprise to some of you guys. It's got good battery life and it's got good brightness. It doesn't have replaceable batteries, which is a little bit of a knock on it. It's kind of annoying. The price is right, $24.99 for a 3-pack, not bad at all. The biggest hit for me with the Glory Nock is the way it fits on the string. I never get that positive click that I get from all the other nocks in the test. And also, it's such a fat nock that the D-loop has to be widened out to use it. I don't like having to change my D-loop and my setup around to accommodate the lighted nock that I'm shooting. So for me, the Glory Nock is a number 4. Coming at number 3 is the Victory Spot Nock 2. So price is a big thing here. You get 4 for the $24.99 instead of 3, so it's easily the cheapest in this test. The ease of use is also hands down the easiest in the test. The System it used to turn on and turn off is a cakewalk. It's just a little red collar, and the little red collar is easily shut off. No problems at all. I've also not had any issues with it shutting off by itself either. Another nice thing is they're fit arrows, so they can fit into anything from micro diameter all the way up to standard size. The battery life and brightness isn't the greatest, but it's definitely not the worst. So I think this is a good place for the Victory Spot Nock at number 3. At number 2, we have the Fire Nock. Now the biggest hit for the Fire Nock is the price at almost $73 for a 3-pack. It's more than a lot of people want to spend, and I totally get that. Another thing is it's kind of heavy. Matter of fact, it's tied for the heaviest we tested in all of these at 26 grains. It ties with the Victory for that position. The big thing is I love the way it fits on my string. It clicks in really positively. It's a short, stout nock. It's also not super wide, so I didn't have to adjust my D-loop. The battery life and brightness is run-of-the-mill. Ease of use is something awesome though, because it automatically turns on when you shoot your bow, and to shut it off you have to bounce it against a hard surface. So I'm actually going to use these this year because of all those plus sides. Not to mention there's a weighted system or a weighting system that you can buy to take out the light up components and then put into the back end of your arrow nocks, so it weighs the same. I think all of those things combined make it a good pick for me. And in first place, and kind of surprising myself here, Nocturnals. I'm not a big Nocturnal fan. I've used them in the past, and it's been a while ago now, but I had some issues with consistency of them working and turning on. I also had some nocks just break on me randomly. However, in this 3-pack, I've not had any of those issues, and I've talked to a lot of people who use these and have no issues also, so maybe that's a thing of the past. At $24.99 a 3-pack, the price is right. There's no changeable battery, which does suck, but at the same time, not a big deal, because you can find Nocturnals dang near anywhere. They fit on my string really great. I don't have to adjust my D-loop width or anything like that. They are tied for the brightest in this test, which is a big deal also. And the battery life is, I think, 5 days, which is not bad at all, but it's not the best. I think overall, just looking at everything and encompassing it as a whole, the Nocturnal definitely deserves the first place spot.